Evening, everyone. Yes, I'm still here. I was supposed to say that. Um, yes, I know what you were trying to do. Blah, blah, blah. Same old, same old. Anyway, okay, this is how it's going to go. Everything I was jotting down because, I was speaking to God and whoever, which I won't say, um, what we were talking about. And then I started getting messages and I was, jotting them down too. Well, I got some confirmations, you know, all different areas of what we were talking about. Um, so they told me to come on, but everything I wrote down, I had to, you know, bring together and put it together along with other messages and, anyway. I did videos on some, especially the last 4 or 5 videos, and with the posts. They want me to really say, I keep saying it, and others, how upset God is and heaven is, and even the underworld. And to let you know, I am going by messages, what I'm hearing and what I'm supposed to give out. It don't matter if it's not about you or you think it's about you. Or if you believe me or not. Deep down, if you're complaining and going after people, that's another thing I'm getting before I continue with the message that I'm supposed to put up. They're telling me that every time someone puts out a message and knows that they are putting out the truth, people complain that it's all about them. Me. This all needs to stop. I mean, it took me a while to understand how people put things together, and speak about it. Because back then, I didn't know enough about it. I was young. That I heard something, oh, well, I'm going through that. This whole message is about me. Or if they mentioned names, well, back then, my name wasn't popular. Like I said in my other videos, I was the only Sarah until I switched schools. There were only me and then one other with that name. I never heard that name before other than my great-grandmother and my grandmother. So every time I heard it, by that time, people were starting to, use the name. So, whatever. So the ones who are complaining, then either, you've been watching you should know by now, and people say it, that there's clues in there, might be pertain to you. You have to find the clue or whatever. Usually it says what you're supposed to do or whatever. I'm not going to explain it because I need to get this out. And everyone has the same name. There's a lot out there. Could have, people mention birthdays or whatever, and they happen to, mention yours. You have to go what's around you. It might not be about you. It might be about someone around you. But I'm done explaining. Anyway. I wrote it so fast. Hold it. Okay. They want me to say, God and everyone, in heaven and the underworld. That's getting ready. And all ready to show what's going to happen. I did a video about they are sick and tired of ones taking out on innocents. I said, about the platforms that wait a minute, what? I said platforms of the platforms of every kind, whatever is out there, need to give, their workers codes or passwords. Something where you can keep an eye out what workers do. If they're doing anything to others. Which, a lot of people don't want to believe it or whatever. Did take care of it with some and is taking care of it. Because, he's tired of these workers, people complain or, want to know something, but they can't get the real email or the phone number or whatever. So they write in, and sometimes ones who are doing stuff get that email, supposed to take care of it, but whatever they do. So whoever's the owners don't get it. Well, God's taking care of that. He's making sure that whatever isn't reached that needs to be, will be to all these ones. God knows and sees everything. God also knows that these platforms are, to find relatives, give out messages or whatever, to entertain others, to help others or, make people happy. He doesn't want people to ruin other people's happiness or whatever, or ruining these companies that, spent whatever hours and their time to be ruined by people, you know, from complaints or whatever. This is all going to stop. Um, he doesn't want ones who do have platforms or channels or whatever you want to call them, I don't know, or these companies to, because there's so many, they don't want anyone to give up. They didn't give up on you. So why should you give up on doing what you're supposed to or what you love to do? Um, so he's going to make sure that someone gets it where like I said, these companies will give all the workers, a login, this way they can keep records of everyone, what they worked on or who it was. I don't know how to do all this. I'm not, I'm still trying to figure out how to share things. And, I know if you like something, it gets it out there anyway. So, whatever these workers or whatever, how you do it, is going to be put a stop to it. They want the companies, like I said, to give out codes. This way you can keep track of who's doing what, who's taking what, or whatever. Some companies closed down, well, one, they weren't big enough or whatever, but they couldn't keep track or whatever. That's what some people want. So if that was your passion to do all these platforms, build them. God said people have a way of putting their foot down and keeping track of everything. To know who is doing what. One, it's not fair to people who are, doing all these channel, whatever, videos, or you get what I mean. And all these companies that are being ruined because they can't keep up, or, they need better workers. I'm not saying it's everybody that's doing it, working with it. People better start speaking up and, the companies need to keep track. This way it could be put to a stop. Like I said, they're mad. People think that, they can control people or convince people, etc., etc. God don't care who or what you are. as long as you do right and to do right to others. He said, it don't matter if you are the same sex, what color you are, what nationality you are. It don't matter. No one should judge or, criticize or think anything because you had a disappointment with whoever, that you think everyone is like that. They're telling me that they keep seeing this over and over again, that ones that are the same sex, whatever, it's like, I don't know, jealousy and everything is being out of hand, where people think that they like someone but they're the same sex, but the one that isn't for the same sex, you think that by going and trying to convince and one that's supposed to be with them make up lies about. Enough. No. Excuse me. All done. You're all done. Just wait. Yeah, I can do the sassy too. You have to wait. Mama's almost done. You have to wait. Sit. Or go to your room. That all needs to stop. People need to stop convincing people that they are what they're really not, or stop convincing people through lies about anyone. Stop thinking because someone of a different, I don't know, nationality does something, for someone, and they want to make a video to show everybody, what they love doing or they're proud of doing, and hold up. Enough. No, you're done. You're done with the sassing. No. You go lay down for a minute. I'm almost done. Enough. Go get your baby and go take care of it. Go ahead. They're also saying, well, why don't you help pay it forward? But God is seeing that, too many comments or whatever, how he's seeing it. Well, he can read people's minds. That because they're different nationality or in a different country, they're terrorists. Everyone's not a terrorist. Please stop. They'll get the, taken care of too. God sees everything. And like I said, because people can't get phone numbers or emails, to get a message out, he has a way. It will get there. So whoever thought that is all wrong. The ones who are doing all this. Everything, like I said, is getting out of hand. Now, like I said, I'm told once he has in spirit, underworld aren't playing around anymore. The ones down here will get messages out to the right ones, getting all the ones all caught, etc., etc. And if they don't do what they're supposed to, don't think that, God don't have a backup plan or backups. And ones who didn't do what they're supposed to, especially if it's really important. Enough. Enough. We played all day. We did things. This message will get out no matter what. Enough. Sit and wait. You don't get the important stuff out or do anything about the ongoing things that people do. Well, they'll be, punished too in whatever God decides or whatever, in a different way. I'm being told, well, like I said, it's all going to stop. The ones that are doing things constant, even when warned, and now everything is going to be done, by God and whoever he, got. And again, they want to repeat it. God was counting on us to get things done. Our ancestors, to get things done, to make things better. Well, now, who they got here and upped in spirit will be getting things done. Especially, the ones who continue to harm and etc. to, others will be caught. And so will the ones who were involved. And they said that the ones that are all out here, along with them in spirit and the underworld or whatever, want to say, okay, it's time for the cleanup now. All the helpers, whoever's out there, time for cleanup. All will be taken in. And etc. Whatever, sentenced, whatever. All before New Year's. And I'm also told, they said, by the very few that was not caught, that's because that's for a little game that you will be playing and wondering where or when you will be caught. And either way, yes, all will be publicly, public, and the ones who are caught will be public. Okay, for this one, I don't know. I guess I brought it up before, or what's going on. I don't know. They're also bringing up, they are and will be bringing up, ones who are presidents or whatever, you're called, that are supposed to keep everyone safe, balanced, and be organized, and have everything, better for your people. They are giving all kinds of signs to make it better. And most of the time, no one is listening. Not even the people around. All presidents, or like I said, whoever, are supposed to come to agreements for the sake of yourselves and everyone, instead of starting wars with each other, or us as they're everyone, making wars with everyone instead of getting along. All this will be stopped and needs to stop. Whether anyone knows it, anywhere around the world, we want the same good intentions to make it better. And everyone should know by now, everyone explains it different, different ways, but still means the same, everyone sees it, everyone. There's too many innocent people or animals or whatever are in the middle, while ones who should be punished, where they need to learn what was done. Stop all the lies, stop lying about people to ruin them in any kind of way. Too many one go to prison when it was caused by lies. And most of the time, everyone knows that. God knows there is always, in anything, about truth right in front of people to know, whether or whoever is innocent or guilty. Everyone, only cares who or what, that can be ruined or who they can destroy. And forget about what's in front of them. It's not easy. Hold up. One last time. Enough. I'm on the last page. Enough. You have your food there. Don't give me that. Enough. If you want to whine while you're laying down, I could still hear you. You could do it quietly. And just be patient. Enough. Anyway, everything, everyone thinks that it's easier to tell a lie instead of the truth. Enough. See? Mama's almost done. Okay? Go to your room or play with your baby. Yeah. People think that it's easier to lie instead of telling the truth. When you say the truth, you could actually help someone or prevent something. I'm also told that heaven and God, obviously, I've been holding back on everything. But, they help and protect ones who go through, spiritual warfares and whatever else. It's all going to stop. People who do any of whatever, just sit back and laugh, or, whatever you do, magic or whatever, thinks it's all funny till it's done and finally karma goes back. It's not funny anymore, is it? Okay. So why isn't it? Why isn't it funny? When starting all this stuff, chaos, whatever, because it's only affecting people, that you don't know, or it's not you or whoever, in your group or loved one, that it's funny until it happens, it comes back. Well, It's not the people who are doing revenge. Well, unless you're one of you who does that. God puts his foot down. God decides it's enough. And your turn to feel what you did, or whoever, to others. But you can't handle it. God is showing also what people go through every single day, and could be and from not only you or whoever, could be from a lot of different people that they're getting attacked from every single day. You don't know that. Also, showing people that, this is why he only chooses ones that can handle. Not to make people jealous or whatever. Everyone has their own purpose. You have your own DM or DF. Or whatever. That is just your own. Whatever you're supposed to do or have or whatever. The only thing about being like someone is making peace and making it better around the world. Instead of laughing or thinking someone's better, bringing up lies, saying that they're better than everyone, or jealousy of someone, or trying to stop them from doing anything, etc., etc. Enough. I'm on the last page. See? Enough. Let me get this done. I've been on too long. Okay? Mama needs a timeout too. Being jealous of someone or trying to stop them from doing anything. Now, you all will know why. With ones who looks like, it looks like it's easy doing everything themselves. Enough now! Now, I know this isn't you. Because I can hear laughing. And I'm putting it on record on this video, the show. But they don't know what's coming either. Now you go lie down. Sit. When you see people doing things by themselves, you think it's easy. Some get jealous. Oh, why are they, doing everything? Whatever. That's because, they had or they didn't have help. So whatever it is, to make it better, they have to do it themselves. They could have had, lazy people around them that think they don't have to do anything but get everything. They could have had ones who were asked or occasionally are asked, but found out, behind their backs, they were criticized or they only helped to expect something or to hold, whatever they saw or heard or whatever against them. It's all going to stop. It's not that, people want to do everything themselves. It's what they had to go through. And what they have to do. Think about that. And I said this before, before you believe in a lie or do anything to a person, or to harm them, thinking, oh, well, that looks easy. I want their life or whatever. Think about what they have to go through. And when the karma, finally hits you, what's the matter? You thought all people that you harmed or maybe had passed on, they didn't know what was going on, or it was just, whatever, and they happened to pass on, they couldn't handle it, or, oh wow, how come they can got through all this? I killed the other one, so proud of it, speaking about it. But what's the matter? When it's all coming back to you, you can't handle it. What did you think? Everything anybody did to anyone, people are going to start learning what people actually do go through. A lot of people don't talk about it. That's because of ones who make up lies and think, it's funny to criticize or whatever. Or, do things because you don't want them to be more successful or more whatever. Now, in this case, with spiritual warfare or whatever, God, lets you do what you can handle. Now, to me, what I went through or whatever, I don't like to, say it and all, but things that I speak about, everybody probably knows that I go through spiritual warfare. But anyway, that don't matter to me. I'm proud that God chose me. You know, he chose me because he knew that I'm strong enough and I can handle it. But when it comes time to, I'm not going to say who or whatever carries me away and they take care of it. It's all getting out of hand, thinking that people have it better than them when nobody really knows. And I like, why is it everybody, how could I say it? Don't get me wrong, I like fairy tales and all that, have a fairy tale, I don't know how you would say it, love, whatever. I don't know how to say it, but you get what I mean. But anyway, nothing's wrong with that. Or yeah, it could, I believe in it or whatever. But the thing is, I don't know what movie, show or movie or whatever it was. Why is it that the ones who do the magic and all that other happy horse crap that are already rich or whatever, but you think that a person is going to be better or worse, like whatever, richer or whatever you think, that you have to start stealing or doing something to a person. Don't you think, instead of complaining, why God is giving them everything? Why is God doing this? Why is God doing that to that person and not me? Well, how frig did you think you got rich or whatever in the first freaking place until you start stealing or doing magic or doing whatever to others? Well, now you're not going to be rich anymore. I mean, come on, think about it. You got that way because you did hard work or whatever. And because you don't know what goes on with others, you think that it's just handed. No, people have to work just like you to get ahead. So, now, whoever, whatever, really pissed above off. Now, they're saying, case closed. And now, they are going to show what needs to be done. And we'll do it with the help that they got. So now, like I said, It's time for cleanup. This is going on way too long. And too many innocents are being harmed. And the ones that, should be making reports or whatever, speaking up or doing what they're supposed to do, are letting others get away with things that people actually see doing. And those people are lying about innocent ones are actually doing it all. No. No more. Case closed. Things are going to start being done now. Ones who do things are going to be forced to take responsibility of what they did, not blaming others. But anyway, this is way too much. I know this whole time I want to get out of this energy or whatever, hearing about negativity. I can't stand it. I have a headache. And ones who, tried to prevent me. You don't have powers, but you see, God was saying, this is what I had to go through all the time. Now it's time to show. And have record. On video. As you saw. Not saw. Heard. So now, whoever tried that, or maybe the groups at the same time, well, here they come. Especially because you're attacking, animals and kids. This way you could get your own way and be a spoiled brat or a spoiled bitch. Biatch. Sorry, excuse me. You're going to learn now. And the public will know about it. Ciao.